Hello everyone, this is MJPW, and we are back with more Toy Story. It's been a while since I've gotten to do any kind of Toy Story related video, probably. But this is going to be a really special review because today is April 27th. I think it's April 20, maybe April 26th, I think, when this video is going out. But this is also the day when the marketing kicks up finally for Toy Story 5, and the movie comes out in June. Very, very excited, obviously. If you know me, I am a huge, huge Toy Story fan. And this year, of course, I'm going to be excited for the new movie. And this year, I will say, unfortunately, Thinkway, the ones who made the toys for like Toy Story 3 and in the past, now, of course, there's other companies that, make toys and manufacture different things for Toy Story. But Thinkway was always my favorite because they made the Toy Story collection or the Toy Story signature collection, which, those figurines and dolls or whatever you want to call them, the toys of that line were just always fantastic. And the quality was always fantastic. And we'll get into this in a little bit, but so Buzz is always mispainted, or like there's things that's just not painted right. That usually didn't happen with Thinkway, and that's what I always respected. Also, the other thing was during Toy Story 4, or like the stuff for Toy Story 4 and after, Woody always had a printed on vest, which was always annoying for a collector because it just doesn't look right. This Woody is really special because this Woody has a actual vest and he has a pull string. And he also has his badge. You're probably thinking, well, what's the continuity here? It's just in general. You can see that it's labeled Toy Story instead of Toy Story 5. This is just meant to be the collector thing. So you're also going to be wondering, what do these things cost? Well, an arm and a leg and probably extra. I'm not going to lie to you. These were $90 each. $90 each. That's a lot for what they are. I will say, because of inflation and things like that and just the change of times, I want to say the Woodies and the Buzzes of the Toy Story collection from back in the day, I want to say that those probably ran like 60 each, like for the Buzz. I could be wrong, but I want to say it was around that ballpark. So I understand that there's going to be an increase, but the thing is, Buzz still has paint where it's like, there's no purple on the, where it clicks right there and it does the whoosh thing, or supposed to. There might be missing paint on different things or on the boots, but I don't know for certain. I haven't gotten to even see that up front. I actually thought that these weren't coming to America for some reason. I was only seeing these like for the UK or different other countries. But yeah, here they are. So anyways, this video is going to focus on Woody, however, but at the end I will show both of them interacting with each other. But if you would like to see just Buzz's video, you can click the card up here at the top, or you can wait till the end, or you can click and do the video for both of them. You can watch them both. So before we go over Woody, I forgot to record actually him in the box while we talked about the box, but I'm still going to include it. Just like Buzz, he has 70 plus sounds and phrases. I think his is going to be more like voice lines rather than like Buzz is going to be sound effects as well. It also says you can clap to start talking. I don't know what that means either. I tried it with Buzz, but I could not get that to activate. He has sensors for, I guess, if he's going to be flying too, which I don't know. that almost seems like it's unneeded, but I guess if like picking him up and setting him down or something like that. Don't know about the clapping thing. Of course, they're interactive. We're going to be showing them interacting here soon. Removable hat, of course. It's always a good thing. The facial expressions, head turning action, toy or alive mode activation. Okay, so his, I guess you can press that and he'll say he's going into toy mode, much like how Buzz on his Star Command symbol on his chest will turn him into toy mode or alive. And of course, I think after a little bit, when you're in idle for a long time, he'll just go back to normal. Of course, it says premium fabric, premium articulation. Alright, so it's a good thing I actually took the time to actually look, because, yep, he is in Try Me. And I think I said this wrong in Buzz's section. I'm pretty sure it's going to be set up the same way. So the top line is this, you know, like the 1, the middle is 0, and the bottom is X. He's currently set to the middle, which is off. Okay. So I think I said that wrong. I think I said the bottom was off and the middle was Try Me, but the middle is off. Okay. So I'm going to open him up and I'm going to set him to on. So if you ever have that issue, or, you know, maybe they're not wanting to be interactive with, okay, if they're not wanting to be interactive with each other, there's your solution. So this is a good thing to mention here. I did open him up to change it over, but the good thing is there is a little...
Okay, I'm officially freaked out now.
All right. I know what you mean. But there is a little indentation here that you can, yeah, right here, that you could do this without having to open it up if you just don't want to do that. So I just set him to off. I wanted to get him upright before I turn the switch on, so he's currently off at the moment. Just so we can talk a little bit about him. Obviously, he's standing on his own. He's not held up by anything. He is totally on his own right there. I will say, my only gripe, literally, I think my only gripe that's going to be with this, is it feels like his feet or his legs are just kind of like too much going forward a little bit. And that makes him have to stand kind of looking a little bit weird. But other than that, it's like great. I think it's awesome to finally be able to have like a Woody that it looks like a Woody doll that can stand on his own. Because the only thing that we've had that's similar, that's not just an actual plastic figurine, is the fall down Woody or Buzz from back in, like, I don't even know when that was, but it was for Toy Story 4. That was like the main thing, other than the collector Bo Peep or the collector Duke. But yeah, that was like the main thing for Buzz and Woody at that time. So, yeah. And I think he also has like a lot of really interesting articulation. His arm here, of course, it can go out, go around and such, within moderation. You gotta also be kind of mindful about, you know, it's kind of expensive, so I don't want to go crazy. But his elbow joint here, I don't know if it swivels. It doesn't feel like it, so I don't want to like force it. Like, it would feel more natural if I could kind of like, you know, make this arm raise up a little bit and kind of like, you know, swivel in that way a little bit around the holster, make it look a little bit natural, but it just kind of stops right there. It looks a little weird. I mean, it could swivel, but it doesn't feel like it, so I don't want to say that it does. I tried to get the sleeve over it, but I couldn't. It's really weird because it's like, this is a bracket, obviously, like, not bracket, this is a solid piece, and then this is a solid piece, just like how your arm would work. But the elbow, it can flex, like, it has 2 points where it can go, so it can move. It's so hard to explain without like actually showing you like how it feels. And I can't even be able to like get you to see it, but it can bend one way And then the bottom one could bend even further, if that makes sense. I'm very happy that they chose to do the small pull string, much like how it is in the actual movie. Yeah. I wish the buttons themselves also had a little bit more detail. I think it's cool that the star, the badge, also has a good bit of detail. Whoops. his buckle, you're probably thinking, why is it like transparent? Why can you like see through it? I think that's because that's where his sensor is, where he's looking for Buzz. That's how he can detect. I didn't point it out on Buzz, but maybe I will in a minute. But that is how there's a spot around there as well for Buzz that can detect. And obviously his face is rubbery, really interesting, but the back is solid plastic. You can see where it changes over. Some parts are hard, but the rest is that rubbery thing. I don't know how to preserve something like that. I've never had anything like that, but I hope that they last for a good long time. But I guess we will see how things go in the future. His hat, very important feature. It is rubbery, like it should. The string is not string, it is printed, or it's not printed, it's like molded into it, which is good. That's not a bad thing. They actually gave it a paint job as well, so it's not just one color. A lot of good detail, a lot of good changes on that. His spurs actually have detail. They are rubbery as well, his boots, I mean. That is also painted, which is good. His feet say Andy, and he didn't have the holes in the bottom of his feet for the packaging, which is an absolute plus in comparison to Buzz. So I guess we'll turn him on and we'll go through some phrases. I may sit him down just to, kind of be able to get him to talk and stuff. So I'm not over here trying to get him to stand the whole time. Alright, so I'm gonna try and flip the switch. Here we go.
Well, howdy, I'm Sheriff Woody. Wait for the signal. Go! Let's get this rodeo started! Yee-haw! Oh, ha-ha! Yeah, very funny. Oh, I don't think so. We're in this together, partner. Hey, hold it right there. Ha! Well, that's something you don't see every day. A sheriff always needs his deputy. I can't do this without you. I need your help. Are you with me? Okay, save your batteries. Code Red, you know what to do. Stay calm, everyone. Staff meeting, everybody. Everybody hear me? Up on the shelf, can you hear me? Oh, you've got a friend in me.
It's weird that his eyelids will stop sometimes like that. I tried pulling his pull string.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
Okay, it wasn't working before, but
Yeah, partner, we gotta get this wagon train a-moving. Right like the wind, Bullseye. Yee-haw! You're my favorite deputy. Ha! Well, that's something you don't see every day. There's a snake in my boots. I'd like to join your posse, but first I'm gonna play a little song.
that's interesting. That's kind of a throwback. For anybody that used to have a long time ago, this was, I think, after Toy Story 2 came out. There was a Woody that he came with a guitar, and it was all electric. Well, it was battery powered. And it had a magnet, I think, in Woody's hand, and you could strum it over the guitar, and I think as you did it, it played it, or if it was around the center of the guitar, like where the hole would be. Forgive me, I don't know guitar terms. He would play the songs and stuff. I want to say that sound is from that. I really wish I had mine just like out of storage, though. I could actually prove it. I could show you. But that's awesome, if that's what that is. It sounded just like it.
Hey, howdy, hey! Thanks to deputies like you, the Wild West is safe. Howdy, partner. I'm Sheriff Woody. What's your name? Say, you notice any trouble around these parts? Somebody's poisoned the water hole. There's a snake in my boots. Howdy, partner. I'm Sheriff Woody. What's your name? Giddy up, partner. We gotta get this wagon train a-moving. Hey, howdy, hey. Thanks to deputies like you, the Wild West is safe. Ride like the wind, bullseye!
Okay. So I wonder if I hold this is where he goes into toy mode. It seems like he's in toy mode anytime.
Yee-haw!
Because, like...
I'd like to join your posse, but first I'm gonna play a little song.
I'm gonna hold it and see what he does.
All right, guys. We've got one shot at this. Whoa! Easy there, partner. Yes, sir. Time to round us up an adventure.
As soon as I click it in, he immediately starts doing a quote. So I don't think he can go into toy mode.
Yes, sir. We're up for a rootin', tootin' good time.
Yeah, I don't know. Which, that's fine, because it's like the alive mode, you could just do that. In toy mode, you just do the full string. It's not anything I would gripe about. I think that's totally fine. So, I think that's pretty much all of Woody's things of what he can say. I'm sure there's a lot more quotes, potentially, that's in there to make 70 of them somehow. So, I think what we will do, we will move on to the interactive side of Buzz and Woody and see what they do.
You're mocking me, aren't you? Well, howdy. Nice to see you. Greetings, Woody. Hey, Buzz! We're surrounded. Well, that's something you don't see every day. Woody? Buzz! Buzz, I'm over here. Haha. Okay, here's our chance. Ready, set, go. Am I glad to see you? Hey there, Woody. Well, howdy, Buzz. Hey, I know you. Where are you, Buzz? I could really use some help right now. Don't worry, Woody. We're on our way. Let's move out. Oh, for crying out loud. Who's in charge here? It's been too long, cowboy. Right back at you, spaceman. By yourself. Oh, it's just you. At ease. Hey, Buzz! Sheriff Woody. Good to see you, my friend. There's nothing more valuable than a good friend. You're mocking me, aren't you? Hey, howdy, hey! Sheriff, this is no time to panic. Boss, this is the perfect time to panic! Come on, we've got no time to lose. Now, is everyone present and accounted for? Okay. Haha! Boy, am I glad to see you! Greetings, Woody. Well, howdy, Buzz. Haha! Can't wait for our next big adventure, huh? Who's in charge here? Hey, I know you. No infinity. And beyond! Yee-haw! being a kid's toy. Am I right?
Is this some kind of joke?
Go Infinity. And beyond! Yee-haw! Woo-hoo!
Wake up,
Stay
Woody.
calm, everyone!
Sheriff Woody! Good to see you, my friend.
Hey, Buzz! Boy, am I glad to see you!
You appear peaceful and friendly, but time will tell. Let's move out.
We've been friends a long time, Buzz.
And I couldn't be more grateful, Woody.
We're in this together, partner.
But I think that is gonna just about wrap it all up. I wish I could go through every single quote on them, but it would probably take me forever to go through everything. But anyways, this is quite an interesting add-on for this year, for this film. In comparison to, you know, Toy Story 4's merchandise and, well, you know, in regards to not having Thinkway anymore, I think this is a good step forward, but there's always room for improvement. It's a really awesome feature to have, like, blinking eyes and moving mouth and such like that. But I don't think it's going to be long before we see pictures where their faces are, like, pulled off or falling off or, you know, tearing away, just to, you know, to be blunt about it. I'm sure there's going to be videos on that, and I don't think that they will hold up extremely well. You know, I like the toys that's meant for the long haul, much like any of the Toy Story 1 or 2 or the Toy Story and Beyond stuff. You know, that stuff still holds up to today, and some of it is way better than what comes out today. I think they are great. Don't let me persuade you in any kind of way. I think they're both great. But, you know, for both, there is improvements that could be done. And I think that's where we'll leave it. So, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I bet that this is going to be a longer type of video. But to go a little bit in depth on something like Toy Story is what I enjoy. And I hope you do as... I hope you liked it as well. Hope you like hearing me ramble and hearing some stuff about some cool toys. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.